And that's a great lesson. That's called integrity and loyalty, courage, toughness. And so, those podcasters, people like to criticize, tell you, well, it's not the critic that counts, and it isn't. It isn't. It's okay.
It's
People
the
love to
man in
talk
the
about
arena,
sports.
Coach. It's the man in
It's a
the
man in
arena.
the arena. Teddy, TR said that, and so that's what counts. And so, but as Michigan people, we stay behind him. I think Magic Johnson, who I revere, greatest athlete ever, should not have criticized their coach up there at Michigan State. And that's happened for us. Bo said we don't ever criticize the program publicly. We make internally, we stick together. And when we have to make adjustments, we make the adjustments. But we don't want to fall out on people. And that's not who we are. Not that Magic did it. And, he was emotional after we beat him. But, they got to stick behind that guy. And just like we got to stick behind our young quarterback, who has really had an extraordinary season, in our young coach, in our young players, in our team, no matter what. They're our team. We are Michigan. And we win and we lose together. And that's how we're going to do it. And that's who we are. So I heard some guy gave this team the team speech. We're going to stick together. We're going to not talk behind each other's backs. We're not going to criticize each other. Because in the end, it's going to be Michigan. And we're going to stick together as a team. And we don't put one man ahead of anybody else. And that's the way the university and the fans and everybody else should look at it, in my opinion. So everybody's, how can we beat Ohio State? Well, Ohio State can't run the ball right now, just so people know. And if Texas completed a pass or two, they might not be undefeated. Does that mean Ohio State does not have a great team? They are great. They are extraordinary. Indiana is extraordinary. They're a juggernaut. We know Oregon's really gifted, but Michigan is coming. So we're in a battle. We're in a dogfight, and we're going to stick together. And, I wish you would have hit those passes. And I'm as critical as anybody. You got to pull air into the ball. Old Coach Mo with John Wangler, he put a big bucket down at the end, big garbage can thing, and put John back at 45 yards, put it in the corner of the end zone, and John had to put the ball into that, and he threw it 100 times into that garbage can. But in the end, he was able to he knew how to put the air out of the ball. He knew how to fade a receiver to the sideline, and he completed a lot of passes to Anthony Carter that way. So there are things you can do, and I'm sure they have much more sophisticated methods than that now.
The old trash bucket. The trash bucket's not going.
It's like put it in the bucket. Like basketball players.
Hey, the bread basket, Coach. The bread basket.
In order to get that, you have to have some touch. So there are things, and they're gonna, he's gonna do it. Sometimes I think he wants to be Patrick Mahomes and throwing the ball off sidearms. He's not Patrick yet. Can he be Patrick someday? I think perhaps. There's a lot of distance between those two, but he sure has all the ability. So he's just got to get a little touch going and put a little air on the ball and learn how to lead the receivers.
I do want you to touch on this, Coach, because you said it, and I've talked about this. I steal it when I talk to my friends, but he's a thrower of the ball. He's not a passer.
He throws right now. Sometimes he throws it. Like a pitcher. There's some great pitchers. They come up, and they come into the major leagues, Verlander and these guys, and they can throw the ball so well. Scherzer still playing. They can throw the ball so hard they can throw it past people. But then they have to learn. That only lasts so long. They have to learn to become a pitcher. That's off-speed pitches. All the a slider, developing your other pitches, stuff like that. Well, the same thing is true with a quarterback. And he's a real young guy. He's 18 in 3 months, for God's sake. And playing in front of 111,000 people who expect perfection. And so I don't expect it, but I would like to hit a couple of those big passes when somebody's wide open. And I think we're going to do it. And I think we can do it. And we can't be afraid to continue to try to do it. We can't go into a shell. We have to be creative. We have to, when they put 8, 9 men up, what people are going to do, we got to throw some passes, which we did to our tight ends. Our tight ends got to step up. I hope that McCulley is not hurt. But, we have young Marsh out there, number 4. And these guys got to step up. And we got to make plays. And we got to make the plays. You got to make the plays to win the game at the right time. Do we have the ability to do that? Yes. Do we have a concept? Yes. So now it's execution. Some of it is being a little bit undisciplined.
So
You have to have discipline.